Can you imagine? People actually believe that if them dip in the water, them sins get washed away. What kind of madness is that? Oh, black people get caught in that. Oh, a man tell me he must be like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I can't live like Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ not born with no sin. He's a big sin. No, believe you me, man. Geologically, archaeologically, anthropologically, there is no way a man in a right sense could have really believed, say, where up on earth here so now, the birds, the bees, the flowers, and the trees is just 6,000 years old. No way. He have to be the most stupid and most irrational mind. Most of the even them country are profess to be Christian countries. And most people go to church Sunday. I don't know why. But them go to church Sunday because them feel say they may find some kind of solace and peace from the whole week. The first day of the week, which most people don't really consider the first day of the week. Them feel say Monday is the first day of the week, but it's Sunday is the first day of the week. For your information, Sunday is the first day of the week. Saturday is the seventh day of the week. Now the seventh day them say it's Saturday them I work with. Roman Catholic and those who's influenced by Roman Catholic say it's Sunday them I work with. Because really and truly, there's a man named Constantine, this emperor of Rome, who, because the Romans them used to praise and give homage to the sun in the sky, and the Christians them used to give the sun what them call Jesus. Him decide say, instead of aggravate the two set of people them, him going to merge the two things in a one. So him decide say, all right, if he appease the people them who worship the sun in the sky and the people them who worship the sun, the Father, the Son, the Holy, somebody, Jesus. What I'm going to do is, all right, for the first day of the week, we're going to celebrate the two Sundays. So them call it the Sunday, the day of the sun, just like Monday is the day of the moon. But people don't know that. You know, them give names according to the celestial bodies in the sky, and also them gods, see, and them emperors like Julius Caesar, it's July, and Augustus Caesar like August. And if you follow and go look up the information, you'll find say all of these things come from Greek and Roman thinking. So in our country, our countries, them give a thing named Christianity. Most people, them change them political affiliation quicker than how them change them religion. And most people feel almost adamant about them religion more than them political affiliation. And most Christian don't really want your question what them believe in. But yet still most Christian want to put forward what them believe in, like it's knowledge. And belief is really not knowledge. Belief is what you call faith. You have a faith. And you can't really question a man's faith. But when the man uses faith as a historical reference point, then you have to bring the evidence and show you, say, well, if you tell me say this is part of that, show me the evidence for it.
Where's the evidence?
No, we have a thing named the Bible. And the Bible, most Christians will tell you, say, it's God write the Bible, or God inspire men to write the Bible. And them say, you can't say nothing about it. And everything we're in it, I just saw it go. You can't use your intelligence, you can't use your brains to imagine or even contradict or even come to a logical explanation and understanding about where the Christian really has said when him say what him say. So you're always in a tussle with a person who is adamantly religious. Religion is really a seriously oppressive kind of system. Religion strives from fear. Religion was created by insecure men to oppress women. Yes. Most religion that I know oppress women. Them don't have a woman or a feminine energy that dissolve into the divinity of the God where them are search for. Especially in the Western world where the system is patriarchal. We do have a matriarchal system. Yet still, most indigenous people, whether you go to Australia amongst the Aboriginal people, whether you go in Africa, whether you go in America, where the indigenous Native American there, them have a balance between the male and the female. Them not just say E. It's a weird thing. Because every time you hear a one address something that is not gender related, him say E. Like if him say God, the first thing him says is E. Yes, God not supposed to have no gender, you know. But because of the patriarchal mindset that we find ourselves in this Western world. Anything that is great and bigger than we say E. Not recognizing, say, the indigenous people, them used to say Mother Earth and Mother Nature. There's a reason why them say Mother Earth and Mother Nature, you know, because it functions in the feminine. When we talk about feminine now, we not talk about man where behave like woman. We are talking about energy. Energy that is not male or female, but there's a certain feminine energy. And feminine energy means compassion. A certain sympathetic attitude that the masculine energy don't have. But when you look on a female, there's a certain compassion. You know, a woman have this compassion about her. That is why she get the hard work of bringing forth children. Because there's a certain compassion in that feminine energy that is necessary in the man. And we need to grab back that energy. We lose that energy somewhere between the middle passage and the fast food restaurant them. So in our African tradition now, we have this thing named male and female energy. And we give it up for the Christian energy. And the Christian energy tell us, say, is woman bring sin into the world. Yeah, there's a woman named Eve. It's a weird story. For those of you who go to church, I hope so all is not Eden inside there. You know, the church thing is really important because we grew up in it and we don't question it because them put a fear in our way, say, if you question it, you sin. So, no care a man intelligent. From him to reach him religion, him lose him intelligence. Him nobody think again independently. Him just follow where the things say, like zombie. No. There's a story where something where them says E made the earth in 6 days, and rest on the 7th. Obviously him get tired because it's really a big job, really. So, he make something named man. And it's the weirdest thing because he make the man, and the man did it by himself. And this E wanted a gardener. Because he make a garden and no rain, he never make no rain. I don't know why he never remember say flowers want rain and food want rain. So he make the garden and he would obviously believe say the mist of the morning would water the garden, but it wasn't working. It's really strange for something E that is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient never realize plant want more than just mist. But make it work with the story. He put the man in the garden and say, all right, check out the garden and work with it. Only if you find out, say, one day when he walk, him realize, say, and he was walking too, you know. Yeah, him walk. He walk. It said, go read it. Genesis 1 and 2. I don't want to sound like a preacher, I know if it was Sunday, but what is to be done is to be done. But him look on the man one day and realize the man was lonely. No, this is an omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent something named E, which people call God. Him never realized if he make this one man, the man would be lonely. But he make the man, and he said the man was lonely. So, him realized the man was lonely, and guess what him do? Him call all of the animals them to the man. Now, I don't know why him call the animals them to the man. Trust me, that sounds kind of strange to me. Really. I mean, why would you want to call the animals them to the man? But that's how the story goes. It's not me I write the story, no, go read it. Genesis 1 and Genesis 2. So the man there, I play with the animal them, and I do whatsoever I do with the animal them, and he man name the animal them, alright, you name cow, you name ass, you name donkey, you name cow, you name dinosaur, you name all sorts of things, the man call all sorts of names. But him a pass again and him realize, but wait, the man still look lonely. The animal them not really work with him. I'm not work with the animal them properly. So him say, boy, I'm going to put the man to sleep. Him put the man to sleep and take out her ribs out of the man. Really and truly. Really and truly. Woman is an afterthought, you know, according to the story, you know. Him never really intend to make woman, you know. I want the woman them know that, you know. Who don't never really intend to be here, you know. You understand? That's why man treat woman so, you know. Because of that story. It was not the intention of God to put woman on earth. It's because him look upon the man and realize that the animal them never surface him. So he have to go find something that make him don't feel lonely. So he put the man to sleep and take out him ribs. And then him shape up some mud and, you know, get a pump and pump some air in it, and it start to look a different way from the man. And him realize, well, the man, I work with that thing then now. So him still I call it man, you know, but him say, whoa, man. All right, now. So the two of them in this place, you know, are nice and thing, you know. According to them, you know, it's the two first people, them, you know. That's how we learn in a school, you know, and learn in a church, you know. And I hope you, I know, say you did learn that too, you know. So the man and the woman in the garden, them say, you name Adam, you name Eve. You say, all right now. This thing that is called God have a tree. It's weird because we always believe it was an apple tree. American apple tree at that. Yeah, most of it when we think about the trees, American apple tree. Not even the green one them, but the red one them. Really, we pure red apple on it. And we have two white people sitting up on it with a snake wrap around the apple tree. So, attack. It's a strange story. All right. So God put the tree. It never say apple, you know. It say the tree of knowledge of good of evil. So he put the tree over there so and say, Adam, watch you know. You see, of all the tree them where you want to eat of it. But you see that tree there, don't go eat on it. Adam say, all right, no problem. I have enough fruits on there, so I have animal stock I work with. So we now work with that tree there. All right. One day, the woman walk by herself. And when she go near the tree, she see a snake wrap around the tree. And now, you know, the story get more ridiculous now because the snake attack. It couldn't be a black woman that. No black woman now stand up and talk to no snake. She go run. What snake? I want to run. God. No black woman now talk to no snake. Me can vouch a black woman for that. Because I see my auntie run out of the bathroom already because she see a little lizard in the bathroom. Naked as she did, she was born. She run outside and say, Lord God, a snake. A lizard in the bathroom. The lizard not trouble her at all. Miss woman run from roach. Much less a snake wrap around a tree. Couldn't a black woman that rasta. Anyway. So the snake I got talk now. No, you want to know. You see this tree here? It's because God knows say you're going to be like him, knowing good and evil. Why I'm telling you not to eat it, you know. And the woman say, it's not me to tell you, it's Adam. I say, see this? So I tell you, so you can't eat it. Yeah, man, you'll be like God if you know. If them say the serpent are deceived the woman, you know. But when you really read the story, you realize it's not a deception, you know. It's God don't want you to be like God, knowing good and evil. So he put this up. So of the tree of good of knowledge of good and evil. So the snake I say, come on, eat the thing, man. And you be like God. So the woman say, all right, boom. And she bite the fruit and wow, tastes like it now not genetically modified thing in it. So it can work. So she go to her husband now and she say, boy, you want to say, it's the tree where God said we enough to eat from. I tell you, say the fruit. It has say one. So the husband take the fruit. I say, I think go to eat it. God walk up on him sneakingly. I say, oh, me tell you, say, of all the three them you must eat, but that one that you must eat of, hear him now, is the woman, man. Is the woman's son. You see from God, you say the woman, God just turned to the woman and say, look, you know, me have a curse you know. In childbearing, you shall have pain. And the snake shall bruise your heel, and it to generation to generation. And then him look at the man and say, yo, by the sweat of your brow, you shall eat bread. Now, if me was Adam really supposed to ask a question, what is bread? Because no bread never in them days there, really. So, the idea of the sweat of your brow, you eat bread, I want to say, but we never plant bread yet, I will name bread. I mean, the story kind of ridiculous still, but yeah, because 1,000 of years after bread originated, invented, appear animal and birds and flowers and trees and things there. So when God said, by the sweat of your brow, you shall eat bread. You wonder, wait, then bread never invented them time, and man tell the man that. The man's supposed to get confused. But guess what? God chased them out of the garden, and put a sword, a flaming sword, and say, lest man take of this tree and become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Let us chase him out of the garden. This is what God said, after him chase out the man and the woman. Him say, lest man become like one of us, knowing good and evil. Him going to chase him out of the garden and put a flaming sword in front of the entrance, that him can't come back in there. So the man gone and the woman gone out there, so now. Them realize they can't have sex. Cain born first son, Abel born second son. Now, as some of you know, say, no, God don't like vegetarian. He don't like vegetarian. Because the story say, Cain is a farmer, and Abel is a hunter. And Abel take all of the animal them and offer it up as a sacrifice to the Lord. Because the Bible says, God loved the scent of dead flesh. So when God smelled it, him said, McDonald's, Kentucky, Burger King. Cain now, him take all him fruits and him apple and him banana and lettuce and this and that, cut all some pear and all everything and put it down. And when him come back, they don't touch at all. So makes him get mixed up and I say, wait. Oh, you kill off all of the animal them, and so cruel. And God love your things, and him not love my thing. So Cain just kill him, brother. Kill him, brother. Can't get jealous now. We must say, watch a man, after me tile so hard, and I work the ground and them things, and look how my fingernail them stay. I can't ever put nothing on my fingernail, I can't ever get no money. I can't ever put nothing on my fingernail, I can't ever get no manicure and pedicure and all them things there. And God just deal with your things. So just kill him, brother. But yeah, the story get weird now. Because me go to school, mathematics show me say, if Adam and Eve is the first two people upon earth, and Adam bring Cain and Abel, it's 4 people upon the earth, and Cain kill Abel, 3 people upon the earth. But the Bible says, Cain went to the east of the garden and found himself a wife. So me I say, wow. I wonder if Adam did that to something with the animal them that we never know around there, so that him go find himself a wife, Rasta. Maybe the tree monkey who set up on the coconut tree will evolve from them and come over there. So, but the story kind of get weird. Because really and truly, that's weird. Anybody ever hear about Anansi? Anansi is an Ashanti folk tale. It's about a spider who's tricking. No, nobody really believes you have a spider in Africa we attack. That's a Ashanti folk tale. So why is it that the snake in this garden is not a Jewish folk tale? Because it's really a Jewish folk tale. It's nothing else but a Jewish folk tale. Because snake cannot talk. Snake cannot talk. The story is metaphorically written that you need to understand it on a next level. But these preachers and theologians who trick the people them every Sunday, them don't understand what is the metaphysical understanding of the story. It's like Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Maybe the man never really talk about no egg. Maybe really talk about a system in a Europe. The egg is really the king. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's arsenal and the soldier them couldn't put the system together again. We don't know, but maybe it's that him attack. No, I sure know say the people them who did write a story they have sense. And them never intend if we believe say those things was physically happening. Them don't really want to believe that. But these people come and make it history. So them have a faith and a belief. And the faith and the belief translate into historical things. So them tell you, say, no, it's a historical thing. Yes, God can do anything. He makes snake talk and donkey talk. Is there all that these kind of story in the Bible, you know? Donkey attack, snake attack, the sun a move and all them something there. And it gets strange. And a guy build a boat. 500 foot long, according to the book. The boat is 500 foot long. With one window. And one door. And he put a pair of every animal in that 500 foot boat. For nearly a year. And all of these animals in there. Where the hell them shit go? When them pack up the shit and put it, where them pack it up? Where the elephant a stand up on the rabbit. And the animal them who eat animal eat the other animal them. And the giraffe in them neck of your turn so because the tone, and the window no open, no air condition no in there. And there's 8 people them with all of these animals in. Oh, him get all of 2 pair. Oh, him get a pair of every animal in there. And them sit up at the door. Okay, Japheth, coming in, 2 cows. Look at them if they say him say, okay, yes sir, father, animal, yes, male and female, you can go. Okay, 2 mosquitoes. What? Oh. Daddy, I can't tell the difference here though. You have to come and help me here. Son, you need a magnifying glass, man. But them don't invent magnifying glass yet, father. Kangaroo. How did he get kangaroo in there? Kangaroos are indigenous to Australia. How did he get kangaroos in there? Did he walk to Australia and take back the kangaroos? It's strange. And this 500 foot boat. And him destroy the whole earth. With all these people who don't have nothing to do with nothing. More than say them, some of them are farmers, some of them are animal. I mean, all these pregnant women, these little babies, you just destroy the whole earth because you say man mind get wicked and vain. So you got to start over. This is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. We're supposed to know when you create something, say it will get weird. Just like when a man create a computer, he knows say after a while certain things are going to broke down in night. So you make parts to make more money off of you. We buy back the parts them. So you know really that's where the computer itself, but that's where the things them in the computer. Yeah. God who is omnipotent, omniscient, make a whole world and make so much people on the earth and then take 8 people, put in an ark with 2 of every animal in it and then wipe out the whole place with some flood rasta. And then when them come out of the ark, them get worse. So him never know say after him that means that when this is genocide, you know, because after him destroy the whole of the people, them let them come back now. You got to tell me them never know, so them will get wickeder and them get wickeder. And after 6,000 years, them get worse and worse and worse, you know, till him have to come with all him son and kill him own son. What kind of father that? Straight. Him kill him own son, and him kill him own son 2,000 years ago, and the world get worse. Man like all bushed about the place and things just get terrible. It's weird. And you know, as them come out of the ark, so you know where them do? Take the animal, them and offer them a sacrifice. After you save the animal, them in the ark. As you come out, you know, you say you're going to plant some food. You just take the animal, them because God said, at Genesis 8, me I talk about, no, you know, Genesis 8 tell you, say, and Noah offer up the animal then as a sacrifice unto the Lord. And you ever know they say the man them of God in the Bible always get drunk? Oh, that. Appear drunk in people, God love. Yeah, because Noah get drunk and lay down naked so. And him younger son come. I don't know when younger son to. Because nobody on earth can tell me, say, this all-powerful God curse a generation of people because the younger son just see him father nakedness. That's something else the younger son do. There's no way I'm say, and him just do on him father, and him father lay down the drunk, you know. You tell me, say, no, a man lay down drunk, my father lay down drunk, and through me going to go see my father naked. God just cursed the whole of my generation, them rasta. And black people, they thought them come from Ham. What kind of fool story that? Come from which Ham? Ham is one of the sons of Noah. Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Yes, some black people say, we are from the tribe of Ham. I don't come from the tribe of Ham. Then which part of black, then where Noah come from? If Ham was black people, Japheth was the white people them, and Shem was the Asiatic people them. So Noah was what? Where tribe, where race Noah come from? Because Noah was before the three of them. We don't ever think out the story, you know. So them have this man now, come in and see him father nakedness. And the other son them come in and say, Lord God, what is you do? And them take one blanket and cover them father back way and walk out back way. And God looked upon Ham and cursed, not Ham, you know, him cursed him son Canaan and said, cursed be Canaan. So there is a distinct son named Canaan now, that everybody know a fight for Canaan land, which is now what them call Palestine, and the Israeli them go in there and a fight for it. It's not none of them land, you know. It's not none of them land according to them book. It's Canaan land. Where the Canaanites them there? Where are the Canaanites today? Because a guy named, an Iraqi guy named Abraham, coming out of Iraq, and in those days it wasn't called Iraq, it was called Mesopotamia, and him come from the Ur of the Chaldees. He married to his sister named Sarah, and his sister couldn't get pregnant, and him said, the sister said, all right, go into the maid. What a beautiful woman that. Wow. She can't get pregnant to say, go have sex with the maid. Lord God, I want to be that woman there. And him go have sex with the maid. And when the maid get pregnant, the half sister get pregnant too. And she realized, say, if she make the maid stay in there with the son, is the son going to inherit Abraham's inheritance? Because that is how them do them things. The elder son must inherit. So she chase out, son going to inherit Abraham's inheritance. Because that is how them do them things. The elder son must inherit. So she chase out the son out of the house and the mother and stay in there. And she have a son named Isaac and the other son named Ishmael. And according to them, Ishmael is the father of the Arabs and Isaac is the father of Israel. Because Isaac have two sons, Esau and Jacob. And we know the trickery we're going with Jacob and him friend them. And we accept these stories, you know. Because it's pure trickery. I go down the line, you know. All of the story them have a trickery in there. Where them say, it's God initiate the trickery. All of them. Never read any Lot. No, that is the weirdest one of them. Lot have two daughters in him house. And two man come a Lot house. Where them say them is angel. And the man them have the place where them live in a name Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, people call Sodom more than them call Gomorrah. I don't know why. I don't know if the Sodomites them do have sex with man different from the Gomorrahites them. But God never make no differentiation. Look, I wipe out the whole of them. God is a homophobic God. You talk about Sizzler and keep it like everybody. God, homophobic, bad. I mean, you know, the gay people them a ball out about it, you know. Imagine Lot have him two daughters, them not out, and the two man them not out, and the man them upside them come and say, bring the man them out here. Make we do what we want to do with them. And Lot look on the man them and say, look here, see me two daughters them here, take them instead. The man them say, where you take me for heterosexual? I say, bring the man them out here. What you talking about? Bring the man them out here. And the man them in there say, you want know. It now go work out, you know. So you going to take your family and left this place, because we're going to destroy this place, and we're going to call Bush. To mash up the city here, totally devastate the city. With drone and all them today, we're going to match up the city. So take your family and move. No. Imagine them come out of the city. As I mentioned, say, the woman thing is really a problem in that story there, you know, because you know, a woman stay, she have a certain compassion in her. More than likely, she'll listen to all of the bawling we are going in a Sodom there with all the brimstone and fire drop on the man there. And she couldn't take it. She got turn around. And she turned a pillar of salt. What kind of story that? What? The woman turned a pillar of salt. God make the woman turn a pillar of salt because him said the woman disobeyed. And God wipe out a city of homosexual because, I don't know. And Lot go in a cave with him two daughters them. I know so only probably never hear that story yet, but it's in the Bible. Lot go in a cave with him two daughters them. And the Lot get drunk again. Pure drunk, you know. And while Lot lay down the drunk, you know, him elder daughter come inside and say, what? And she just run going to the younger sister and say, where you are? So me just go in at the cave there a while ago and say, Daddy naked, you know, me I tell you, say, trust me, you think the man must have go out with nothing. I fat daddy, you are, see. That's why I know, so mama did love him, so you know, that's why she told a pillar of salt. And you know what the daughter do? The daughter go into her father and get pregnant. And when she get pregnant, she go to the younger sister and say, look here, see ya, daddy's son, this, you know. Go in, go get your own. And the next younger sister go into her father and get pregnant too. That is incest, you know. That is incest in any language, in any culture. That is incest. But nothing never happened to neither the two daughters them nor Lot when them do that. Yet still, God wipe out a whole city of man who them claim says homosexual. And then now them come tell me about Jamaican people homophobic. You ever hear any artists wipe out in a city? Or even 3 people in any family because them are homosexual? Most of the homosexuals that are Jamaica is them love or kill them. It's not the guy who does eat. Everybody, watch a man, everybody what me know, including myself, know a homosexual. And if you don't know a homosexual, you have to check yourself, you know, seriously. So nobody's in Jamaica. See a homosexual, they kill him. No go so. I told them why you believe. I told them why you believe. But this a whole city, trust me man, me go to Sodom already. I mean the physical Sodom and Gomorrah. Not even bush there. The place just blank like a desert. Not grow there. Me don't know it's white or maybe the car them said this so it's the lowest sea at the bottom of sea level. But people say, if you go and ask the people in Israel, them tell you say it's because of Sodom get destroyed. Why not grow there? But then when me look on the whole of the desert, nothing how good at the desert either that side of that. So it's a story that by itself. But you look on the whole thing and you say, but wait, this man sleep with them 2 sisters, 2 daughters them, and nothing happened to him. They have a next man named Samson. A next drunkard again, you know. Samson supposed to be the strongest man on earth. Really, me don't know how he get to be the strongest man on earth. But me know say, he's a drunkard. He's a dreadlocks, a very stupid dreadlocks. Him deserve him locks cut off. Yes. And for those of you who's Rasta inside here who drink alcohol, you deserve your locks cut off. Because a man supposed to be this man of God, this judge of Israel. A woman has come. Well, the sister that read a poem about. A little sister that come here to come read a poem. Everybody did that cheer, man. Eh? No, I see the man she name. Yeah, what poem where she read name? What's the man that she gone? Yeah, something like that, yeah. More like she inspire me, man. Trust me, be up to inspiration right now. So if you want to wait till the show done, I don't know, but we will tell you. Me need some inspiration. She gone? No, trust me, when she read the poem a while ago, I was totally inspired. And I was so feeling to be inspired more. But the man sit down there. And this woman come to him and say, I rope all the blacks and I rope all the beard and all the things. And I said, tell me something, where you get your strength from? And the day I tell her, I start a foolishness, you know. And she'll say, hey, Acho, yeah. I say, yeah, if you cut off the wing of the bird can't fly from 1 wing, and the lion without the mane. All sorts of things he might try to tell her. And she just say, yeah, sonny, darling, yeah, man, all right. So tell me some, where's strength really there? And she just started to give him some jerry and never rum. And sometimes some Baba Roots joke you too, you know. And I rope all him face to her, and I pick all him toenail and all him, and him start to get horny. And she just start to tell her, say, yeah, if you cut out the mane of the lion, you know, strength gone. If you pluck the feather, she just look at them locks and say, oh, I said, God. You see when them get drunk and done, she just cut off him locks. And them just go blind him. Yes. It's another drunken man that again, you know. I mean, God loved drunken people so much that Jesus, they are waiting, you know. And them not have no wine there, you know. And God said, bring some water. I told it now white. It's a terrible thing, this white thing, you know. One would believe that you need to drink wine to have that spirit of God. But it's pure junking people. And most of the junking people, them in the story, them get where. Check it. You ever hear a junking man dead because of where my drink in the Bible? No, it's like him get elevated more. And the woman them go down more. Yes, the woman them get sink more in these stories. And then them woman them go down more. Yes, the woman them get sink more in these stories. And then them have a thing named Mary. I hear some people say, oh, please don't make him talk about Mary. Yeah, we're going to talk about Mary. We're going to talk about Mary. Because we're not sacred about none of them. No. If a woman inside her can tell me, say, she never have no sex, and she have a picnic inside her, so trust me. Me no bother go back to Jamaica. Yeah, because we have to go examine everything about her. Why is it that we actually believe? So there's a woman named Mary that brought forth a child and she never have no sex. Can you imagine you in a city and a woman get pregnant in a city and she married and then she tell you, say, it's not the father, it's not my husband picnic? Which man inside her would have believed her? Which woman inside her would have believed her? But it said, look here now. Easy lady, watch a man. Me know say I go through a sort of tribulation and thing, you know, but it's Gabriel do it. And that the Bible said. Gabriel the angel. First of all, him go to the man, you know, and say, look here, your wife, I will get pregnant, you know, but don't feel how you're here, brethren. And they go to Elizabeth. Then I say, Elizabeth, watch out. 2 child of a born, you know. Because I know say one named John the Baptist and one named Jesus. So here what I say now. You see the one named Jesus, don't feel away. It's not the husband. The Lord sent me here to go out with that thing. And only just work with that thing there. Don't feel like such a commit adultery and all them thing there. She was 15 years old when she get pregnant, you know. All right. 15? The Bible is really a strange little thing surrounded that, because most Christians believe that it's a virgin birth bring Jesus. When you read what virgin means in the Greek text, because really and truly the New Testament was first written in Greek, and the Old Testament was written in Greek, even though the majority of it was written in Hebrew. When them say virgin, it never means a woman who never have sex. All it means is a young woman shall conceive and have a child. It never have no intention. There was no intention to make you believe that the woman who have Jesus never have no sex. Because it never says so. It never mean that in none of the language, it never mean that. The idea of a virgin birth come from Egypt. With a story about a goddess, which is a mythology, named Isis, Horus, and Osiris. And for those of you who don't know about it, we don't have no time to tell you the story, go look in some documents, go by your computer, go find out about Isis, Horus, and Osiris. That is where the idea of the virgin birth come from. Because them have God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. How is it that woman turn a ghost? Shouldn't it be God the Father, God the Child, and God the Mother? Families are disconnected when the mother not dead. And if you have in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, it shows you don't have no respect for the woman. You don't have no respect for the woman. If me was a woman, I not read no Bible, you know. No, because pure disrespect. True. Imagine a woman ever bring the savior of mankind in the earth and she never have sex yet. And sex is the watch a man. Our man tell me say must be like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, I can't live like Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ not born with no sin. He's a big sin. He's sin in squared. So me can't live like Jesus. And nobody else can tell me say them not have the something we Christian call sin in them. Everyone of we have sin. Jesus Christ not have no sin. So how you ever live like a man there? Jesus Christ is like a freak of nature, you know. Nobody not come like him. Nobody not come like him. Yeah, nobody not come like him, you know. So It's better give me a criminal who changed him life. Like all Malcolm X. Malcolm X in a prison and do all sorts of things and he must come out and transform his life. And you say, well, here's a man who go through the things that a normal man go through and come out and overcome it. Jesus Christ not got through nothing because, years I'm like, hey, watch a man. You hear Jesus born and then you hear say him get turned 12 and then after years him a 30-year-old. 17 years I'm life not in there, you don't know when did that do, If you go to Jamaica and they are tattoo and everything, you don't know nothing about him. And the man come and his father kill him. He's a terrible father that. Because after the father, the first part of the book of Job, they say, have a man named Abraham, and him tell man, say, take him son because sacrifice him son. And him never consult the mother. What to the mother? Oh no, the mother wouldn't agree with that. And furthermore, you can imagine one of them brethren have a son and go out to the middle of the square out the son and say, why you want to say God tell me if you sacrifice my son, People that call attempted murder. Nobody not charge God for attempted murder. Or Abraham. Or even consult with the mother. I say, tell me something, mama. You agree with your son being sacrificed to the Lord? Me, I bet you any money say the mother not agree with that. Watch out, me not business where you want to say you smoke too much ganja, that's why you think say man I tell you to kill your son. You now come in and come kill my picnic.
No lying one.
And then way down 2,000 years after, it never worked with the lamb, the son over there. So them just catch a little lamb and kill the lamb and burn it and offer it up to the Lord. So then 2,000 years after now, them bring a man named Jesus Christ, the son of the same God where they offer up the sacrifice them from down there. So him come up here so now and get him son, him only son, put him on a cross. And you have black people that walk with cross around them neck. Suppose them they put Jesus on an electric chair. Will you put an electric chair on your neck? Why black people walk around with cross? Them not hear say the cross is an emblem of suffering and shame. That is how the Romans used to kill criminals. Them put them up on cross. We shouldn't have walk around with cross around the neck. Is an emblem of, even the gospel tune say, on the old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. Suppose them did hang him with a rope. You'd have put a little rope around your neck and wear it as some suffering and shame. Why you walk with the suffering and shame? We have slavery there for shame we already, Nobody now walk with a little sheep around him neck. Maybe we should have walked with a little sheep around him neck because some of the sheep them did have names like Jesus, SS Jesus of Rubeck, by John Hawkins. John Hawkins sheep did name SS Jesus of Rubeck. One did name all John the Baptist. And meanwhile them have a slave underneath them was worshiping God on the top. And it's a slave. It's a man who own a slave ship, sing and write the song about amazing grace that save a rich like me. And you have black people that sing that. Amazing grace that save a rich like me. Rich like which me? And now them are singing, them not get saved because like a hurricane come and wash their house and they'll sing that never talk about them get saved. Saved where? Man can throw it up, bend down in the water, you talk about you're saved. I'm going to talk about, yes, him baptized in the name of the Holy Ghost. What the hell? In a Jamaica, a person, them used to go in a river and baptize people. And this youth, him old youth down in the water, for baptize youth, and the old youth dry him down in and drown, The preacher me attack. Because I'm there, in the name of the Father, whoop, I'm lonely, and all of them whoop, and better when they use a rope and drive him down in the water to rot and drown him. A true story I tell you, it's so like joke. The pastor get drowned. Can you imagine? People actually believe that if them dip in the water, them sins get washed away. What kind of madness is that? Oh, black people get caught in that. We don't even know if you love one another. Watch a man. If you want to know where God, they just look beside you, man. Especially if a woman they beside you. Because you're not going to find God in a church. A long time God left the church, He just sit down there. And the best place to meditate up on your toilet bowl. Yeah, man. Already constipated. You sit down on your toilet bowl, man. Things just come to you, man. Come to you. God not a church. No matter, it's fear. It's fear them have within a man. I'm saying the fear of God is the beginning of knowledge. But them say, fear, love casts away fear. If you love God, you cannot fear him. Because if you fear God, you cannot love him. Because love is void of fear. And what religion gives you is fear. I believe. Knowledge is power. When you have knowledge, you don't have to believe nothing. Knowledge casts away mysteries. Power. When you have knowledge, you don't have to believe nothing. Knowledge casts away mysteries. Fear is developed through mystifying things. And when you mystify something, like I'm going to tell you, boy, a bush attack to man. What the hell that is all about? Bush attack to man. You have a rasta now and get so involved in that with a ganja tree. A foolishness. Whether it's a ganja tree, a mango tree, or a bird tree, bush cannot talk. It's just crazy because the more you get into the religion thing, it's the more madness you get, It's a kind of madness thing, Yeah, because even Rasta, when you talk to all Rasta, them say, they don't know, say, the tree that Moses did attack was a herb tree. You say, what the rest is this? Which herb tree? How you talk about? Which tree attack? You know anywhere in the world, and the president said which tree attack the people. I got the man go up on the mountain and I meditate. Just like when I say, go and I tell you that I sit down. Can no church never about? I go up on the mountain and go sit down. I meditate and I think about how am I going to get these little idiot people out of the craziness where them have. Because them come out of Egypt and them have the residues of Egypt and them and I say, well, I have to get them out of this, So him create some little things, manipulate them, like a little box. Him create a little box and say, look here, anyway the box say God represented, them call it the Ark of the Covenant. It don't have nothing to do with nothing more than this man that create these things. You know, man, I talk about say, all right, watch your man. Moses, Mr. Udon, Mr. Udon, trust me. Mr. Udon could go up. Moses, in the Bible, it said Moses stammer. Moses was a stammer man, so Aaron and brother have to talk for him. Moses. And Moses got in the mountain and said, and God said, watch out. Go down in Egypt, go tell Pharaoh to let me go my people them. And Moses I said, me if you go talk to Moses, me if you go talk to Pharaoh, you mad? He said, look here, all right, you are. Throw down your rod on the ground. When he threw down your rod on the ground, it turned snake. He said, take it up back. And Moses said, well, no, I'm not take it up. He said, all right, take it up, man. And him take it up, boof, and it turned back a rod. God said, all right, go down there. Go do the same thing what you just do a while ago. Remember, I said Moses stammer, the Bible says Moses stammer, so I hear and I go talk to him, You see when Moses reached down there, and Moses attacked without the stammer, And I tell Pharaoh, I say, in the name of Yahweh, God said, let my people go. And Pharaoh looked at him and I said, what are you dealing with? And Moses was like, boom, and throw down him snake, throw down him rod and turn snake. Pharaoh just laughed, and I go so, click him man, and call about 10 men outside and get them rod and go, boom. Just when Moses said that, Moses frightened because Moses feels on film God could have turned rod in a snake. If never know the Egyptian could have turned rod in a snake too. But why make the story look like it's an Israel story is that Moses' snake eat up the other snake then. And Moses left and never let the Pharaoh never let go the people them. And Moses go back up to the mountain, I said, boy, I tell you the truth, God. You tell me if you throw down my rod and it will make the people them go and nothing happen, God said, all right, go down there. Go tell the people there, tell Pharaoh to let my people go. You see, meanwhile, Pharaoh go down there. Sorry, meanwhile, Moses go down there. God just call Pharaoh and just say, watch out, don't let them go. It's a game God has played out. And when Moses reached down there now, and God him say, all right, you see, if you don't let go my people them, we're going to make the water, all of the water them in Egypt turn blood. And when all of the water them turn blood, Moses said, you must let go my people them now. And Pharaoh said, all right, I'm going to let go the people them. And yes, when the river turned back, Pharaoh said, how are you talking about? I'm not let go nobody Rasta. And Moses go back up on the mountain and said, God, what you deal with? I played me now. And no, both if you go to Egypt, you come back up here to the Rasta. What you tell me what? Every time you said me go down there, the man I go let go the man, and him not let them go. God say, all right, go down there again, and him let them go. You see me, I go down there, boom, God just take up him digital phone. He said, digital now work down here, so and lime work down here, so him just go, boom. Call Pharaoh, say Pharaoh, watch him, I come back here. I play them, don't let them go. And about 10 times, him go down to God, go down to Pharaoh, and God not let him go, And this time now, a plague are going to lick them now till all of the son them, the firstborn son them, in Egypt are going dead now. Even the Israelite son them was firstborn are going dead. But here God said, no, God tell you what, you're going to walk around the place and mark on the Israelites them door. All of the Israelite them is firstborn. That when Bush come through, we kill out the people them. Him don't kill the Israelite, him just kill pure Iraqi. Alright. So, God now, according to the story, make all of the firstborn them dead. It is not a genocide again, you know. God, the compassionate, the ever-loving God, wipe out all of the firstborn children of Egypt. And Pharaoh say, all right, we can't take this rasta, we're not go on. Moses stand up on a mountain in front of 1 million people without any microphone and nothing. And I talk to 1 million people, and the 1 million people, them hear him, they see. What kind of story that? The 1 million people, them hear when them attack, you know. Take all your belongings and things and come, let us leave Egypt. God has delivered us this day. The day of the Passover now going to take place, where them now call Easter. Which now have nothing to do with nothing, you know. Easter is a European thing, you know. All right. So Moses is going to carry the people them now and walk now, and Pharaoh hears them gone now, and they're going to get up all them soldiers them now, you know. They're going to fight back. When the Israelites them walk, them walk up on the sea. People them say, wait, oh, we're going to cry. The madness is now. Oh, hey, Moses, how are you dealing with? Watch your man, how are you dealing with? Oh, you have to bring Obama for you and kill off your blood bad skirt. They say, oh, you bring this man, bring him come here so we can't cry. The Bible say that Moses hold out the man saw, and the sea part saw, and the old people them with all of them cow and them goat and all them things, I walk across this water, and the water over that side there, and the water over that side there, and it now come down for the land. No, trust me, man. When we imagine that story there, we are thinking say the road between the water them a straight road, you know. Sea no stay so, you know. The further you go into the sea, and the more it go down so. So if you was to take out the water out, it would come like it's a mountainside there, you know. Trust me, man. When you watch all movie, man, the 10 Commandments, you see the Israelites walk across this road there like it never paved, but it have gravel. I never walk past it. And you're not thinking in your mind, say, no go so, you know. No water, mass and water. Now got there a place where just straight when the water separates itself. Because water is beach and it'll go down so. So the land will go down so. So more than like you have to go and climb down the further you reach down there, so you know. But we take the story. We take the story. We don't question them story there. Them story there in our consciousness for years. And the more it gets repeated, is the more we accept it and don't question it. This poem shall speak of the wretched sea that washed ships to these shores, of mothers crying for their young swallowed up by the sea. This poem shall say nothing new. This poem shall speak of time, time unlimited, time undefined. This poem shall call names, names like Lumumba, Kenyatta, Hannibal, Akhenaton, Malcolm, Garvey, Haile Selassie. This poem is vexed about apartheid, racism, fascism, the Ku Klux Klan, riots in Brixton, Atlanta, Jim Jones. This poem is revolting against first world, second world, third world, division, man-made decision. This poem is like all the rest. This poem will not be amongst great literary works, will not be recited by poetry enthusiasts. It will not be quoted by politicians nor men of religion. This poem is knives, bombs, guns, blood, fire, blazing for freedom. Yes, this poem is a drum, Ashanti, Mama, Igbo, Yoruba, Nyabingi warriors, Yohuru, Yohuru Namibia, Yohuru Soweto, Yohuru Africa. This poem will not change things. This poem needs to be changed. This poem is a rebirth of a people, arising, awakening, understanding. This poem is speaking, have spoken. This poem shall continue even when poets have stopped writing. This poem shall survive you, me. It shall linger in history, in your mind, in time, forever. This poem is time, only time will tell. This poem is still not written. This poem has no poet. This poem is just a part of the story. His story, her story, our story. The story is still untold. This poem is now ringing, talking, irritating, making you want to stop it. But this poem will not stop. This poem is long, cannot be short. This poem cannot be tamed, cannot be blamed. The story is still not told about this poem. This poem is old, new. This poem was copied from the Bible, your prayer book, Playboy magazines, the New York Times, Reader's Digest, the CIA files, the KGB files. This poem is no secret. This poem shall be called boring, stupid, senseless. This poem is watching you trying to make sense from this poem. This poem is messing up your brains, making you want to stop listening to this poem. But you shall not stop listening to this poem. You need to know what will be said next in this poem. This poem shall disappoint you because this poem is to be continued in your mind, in your mind, in your mind.
It's a serious thing because, you know, people here we talk all the while, you know, and I say Ethiopia, 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 and people are saying, look, Rasta thing. But guess what? Original man, the place where them call Ethiopia right now, at this so it start. Human species, civilization, evolve through time and space, through that little place where them call Ethiopia. So it is no wonder that I and I could come right now and look to Ethiopia for our salvation. Yes, it is no wonder. Our salvation did have to come through the oldest point of reference. No one can say nothing about that. And we don't have to legitimize that through the Bible because the Bible not old. And just the other day the Bible come out. We are talking about ancient civilization. Millions of years old. It is no accident why Rasta come now and say Ethiopia. Because Ethiopia have so much of the history of human species that if we look inside at that and say our salvation belongs to Ethiopia and come from Ethiopia and emanate from Ethiopia, who is these people who come tell us different? The story of humankind is reaching back another million years with the discovery of Ardi, A-R-D-I, a humanid who lived 4.4 million years ago in what is now Ethiopia. The 110-pound, 4-foot female roamed forests a million years before the famous Lucy, long studied as the earliest skeleton of a human ancestor. No. The older skeleton reverses the common wisdom of human evolution, said anthropologist C. Owen Lovejoy of Kent State University. Rather than humans evolving from an ancient chimp-like creature, the new find provides evidence that chimps and humans evolved from some long ago common ancestor, but each evolved and changed separately along the way. This is not the common ancestor. This is not that common ancestor, but it's the closest we have ever been able to come, said Tim White, director of the Human Evolution Research Center at the University of California, Berkeley. The lines that evolved into modern humans and living apes probably shared an ancestor 6 million to 7 million years ago, White said in a telephone interview. But Ardi has many traits that do not appear in modern day African apes, leading to the conclusion that the apes evolved extensively since we shared that last common ancestor. A study of Ardi underway since the first bones were discovered in 1994 indicates the species lived in the woodlands and could climb on all fours along tree branches, but the development of their arms and legs indicates they didn't spend much time in the trees, and they could walk upright on two legs when on the ground. Formerly dubbed Ardipithecus tamidus, which means root of the ground ape, the find is detailed in 11 research papers published Thursday by the journal Science. This is one of the most important discoveries for the study of human evolution, said David Pilbeam, curator of philanthropology at Harvard Peabody Museum of Archaeology and Ethnology. It is relatively complete in that it preserves head, hands, feet, and some critical parts in between. It represents a genius plausible ancestral to Australopithecus, itself ancestral to our genus Homo, said Phil Bean, who was not part of the research teams. Scientists assembled the skeleton from 125 pieces. And the article goes on, and I'm show you a drawing here of what they found. The arms is very long, may I tell you, long arms. But yes, they are found right there in Ethiopia, This, the same place, geographical location where they found Lucy. So if them go and look, if the scientists are evolutionists, then the creationists might search for the first man there and who them perceive to be God. Yes, I am putting it this way. Maybe I should get a PhD for this now. Because if the scientists them who's evolutionists, because you have two train of thought, you have the evolutionists and the creationists. There's a school of thought where the creationists believe that there's some entity out there that created the first one, and he's called Adam. And there's the other school of thought, scientifically, that man evolved from apes, according to a Charles Darwin theory that has been scientifically proven that man actually evolved from these apes through the discovery of these bones and parts. So, my reason is this, that if the creation story in the Bible, when them says Eden, the Garden of Eden, and it shows you geographically where the Garden of Eden was in the Bible, and it mentioned the same land, Ethiopia. And the evolutionist theory scientifically says that they find the first human being in the same location, Ethiopia. Then the probability should arise that we should also look in Ethiopia for the creator of this human species. Aye, sir. What am I suggesting here? I am suggesting that Ethiopia is the answer to not only to the creationists, but to the evolutionists. That is what I am suggesting. I am suggesting that if we be practical and true to ourselves, we would look for our beginning through Ethiopia. And Marcus Garvey, though not being a man who cared very much for the idea that Rasta project, did say that we should look to God through our own spectacle, through the eyes of Ethiopia. Marcus Garvey said that in the Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. Him said, If the white man choose to worship God through his spectacle, let him do it. If the Jews worship God through the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, let him do it. But we, though late it might be, should worship God through Ethiopia. Now, some people might say that when he say Ethiopia, he wasn't talking about that specific part of the land. But we know that Marcus Garvey hardly declared the whole of Africa as Ethiopia, because he mentioned Africa as Africa. But on this specific occasion, he mentioned Ethiopia. And I am saying that Ethiopia, to the evolutionists, is the birthplace of the human species. And to the creationists, it is the birthplace of the human species. So why is it implausible to look for, if you're a creationist thinker, why is it not the possibility that the creator of this creation is not residing in the belly of Ethiopia? And though a lot of people might claim that the Rasta man don't know what I say and don't have no sense, because he might look for one man and I declare him God, I non-apologetically I say it is better to search in the bowels of Ethiopia through your ancestral legacy and define yourself through Haile Selassie than to imagine vain things about a concept that was given to us by insecure men. Yes. And it's not ordinary for a man come declare Haile Selassie. Because when you look on the idea that Rasta man declare, it's much bigger than all Rasta too. Much bigger. And it just amazes how people just shun it as some stupid concept. Instead of them looking upon the fullness of it and the realization of it. But because it come from a set of people who them claim say, no, I'm not theological background, I'm not educated enough to decipher concepts and ideas. They want to say we don't have no sense. But the plausibility is there through evolution and through creation story. The plausibility is there. There is a fullness in what the Rasta man is saying about Haile Selassie and about Ethiopia. There is a fullness. There is a higher level of perception that is not grasped by the normal everyday person who think about Savior and Jesus and God and all them things there. Serious thing. I mean, I'm brethren talk a while ago about the magnitude of the Rasta idea and Rasta not really grasping the magnitude of the idea. You know, see, because we're coming from a Christian society, most Rasta choose to validate this idea through a biblical perspective. But if you could have just step out of that biblical perspective a moment and realize that what Rasta is saying is like momentous. I mean, if there's such a word, it's like large. And I don't really think most Rasta understand the magnitude of this concept, this idea that Rasta project upon the world by saying Haile Selassie. I don't think a whole heap of Rasta understand it. I don't think a whole heap of Rasta understand that saying Haile Selassie is not just linking a man with a Solomonic dynasty, linking a man with biblical perspectives, but realizing that it's like a giant. It's like something. You ever see a cloud like somebody just kick up dust and it just puffs out. It just. May I tell you? I mean.
That's what they would call a snowball effect.
Yeah.
Snowball.
Running bigger and bigger. Cause it gather up snow.
Yeah.
Cause when you look on these, when you look on these archaeological findings, and all right, first of all, me and some people are reason just this weekend in a Cincinnati. They are Cincinnati and a reason for a radio program in a Cincinnati. Why you look the people them in a Cincinnati? Why you? And we say, all right, the evolution show you non-apologetically that the earth cannot be 6,000 years old. It is ridiculous. I mean, not even the most sensible, not even the most ignorant Christian theologian.
Only dark Christian would tell you that no. Still.
Yeah, after all of this.
Yeah, still.
Yeah, if I tell you say
Only
the earth is 6,000 years old.
No.
You know, see, I don't even know. You know what? Ian Boy, I forgot to interview Ian Boy.
More than
yes, because look at now. The Bible say the earth is 6,000 years old. You know, man is 6,000 years old. In I'm farm, I'm stay here, so no, I'm 6,000 years old. That means say, according to the Bible, before Adam there was no man. That is what the Bible is saying. Before Adam there was no man. So, where the Bible tell you say, man in the state to him is now. When he was created, it's so him did stay. That is what I say. And 6,000 years after, him stay the same way. The same look, the same design is just so. God make man, and just how we look now is so God did make man. And 6,000 years of man is where we have for earth. No, believe you me, man. Geologically, archaeologically, anthropologically, there is no way a man in a right sense could have really believe, say, where up on earth you so no, the birds, the bees, the flowers, and the trees is just 6,000 years old. No way. He have to be the most stupid and most irrational mind.
The same man will believe that, you know. Believe, say, you'd have dinosaurs lived 10 million years ago.
But how can believe that if dinosaurs did not live before prehistory? Them called prehistoric,
man. Him no reason it.
You know, it's a weird thing. So. Him just say, him said they'd have dinosaur. Yeah. Then if they'd have dinosaur, and the dinosaur was like, I mean, me go at Jericho Rasta. The same wall, the same place. Where them say, round the wall of Jericho, the army went. 7 times the people shout and the wall fall down. I went to the spot where that wall was. And I'm entering the city of Jericho. And I said this many times on this program, I know. I sound like a parrot now, but I keep repeating the same thing. When we went to this city, when we just about to enter the city, there is a sign there that says, welcome to Jericho, the oldest city on earth, 10,000 years old. That is what the sign says. Welcome to Jericho, the oldest city on earth, 10,000 years old. No, that is 4,000 more than the Bible, man, you know. There have to be man creating cities. And these people claim that Jericho is 10,000 years old. If you go to Egypt and look on buildings and structures and human art forms and artwork, it is more than 10,000 years old. You must have man there. Yeah, you must have man there build these things, you know. Therefore, when we are saying non-apologetically, Rasta come in a him so-called ignorance and in a him so-called poverty-stricken position in a this farmer slave plantation island here so, and say Emperor Haile Selassie is the Almighty, and him say Ethiopia at the original place, and people scoff at him, shun him, do all manner of things with him without looking into the idea, because the idea don't originate with the man who ball it out here, so you know. Is thousands of years the idea linger in the wind, you know. It just come grab some people in this part of the world, yeah. But it's thousands of years the idea they are linking a linger in the wind. So a man nobody make it come like say it's a joke thing, because see there the creationists and the evolutionists are declare Ethiopia. So if we never go dig up no soil, somehow we never ever take no plane yet. Most of us never take a plane that left Jamaica. The elder them, when they come up with the idea, never know Ethiopia, but them declare it. We have to really take a stock. All the little people them who look on Rasta like Rasta, you know, some little ganja smoking fool set of people them. We are linked the whole thing through what we call our spirituality, through our experience, not through learning in a book, not through calling nobody, just through the experience and the learning. Where gone past Bible, gone past Christian thinking, Judaism, Islam, all of these things them where them set up as religion for the people them. Rastafari penetrate all of them and gone where in the first original geographical location. Go find for him Redeemer. A serious thing.
What about people scared for hear on the radio? You know, them scared for hear radio announcer say these things. Them scared, them frightened for hear say we have certain views. We just almost sound we out with a smile, because people investigate certain things, so they just get scared and nervous when certain things not connect with them to that thing. Do you understand? Last week we asked a question and then the next I call the man said it's the incarnation of the devil, but yet them still never answer the question. And we can ask many more questions all the week and I'm frightening more too. Sometimes we say certain things and we have to go dig deep, because we don't want to say something and then make the thing go earwire. And we look at certain things seriously too. You know, see, like what the question we asked last week, how nobody come answer we. And we say we ask questions that children ask, that little children ask. Them don't understand. You know, like there's a little advertisement where they're on the TV where the little youth stand up in front of this pregnant woman and him say, what's that? And she say, well, it's a little baby. Him say, so how it reach there? That's a little baby child question, but a very important question. How did it reach there? Because I hear the problem with that now. Most big people afraid to come tell you exactly how it reached there. You understand? So because them don't want to tell you exactly about sex, them start telling some little madness about it start, bring it there and this and that, and it make the illusion become so prominent that the youth now grew up with this tendency about sex. Because he wasn't told about this thing. How did the child come? It come through the union between a man and a woman and bring that. No, they're afraid to talk that. So them tell the picnic some little craziness. And over the years, we see the craziness gone in some perversion. Yes. Perverted thinking and perverted mind. We see the thing gone in, because you never tell the youth originally what is what and what is not. You know, see it. So when we come down and say, but, oh, you tell the things so over the years. We are sure this is this way, you know. Look at it that way, yeah. But some people afraid to look at it the next way because it though in line with how they were taught the thing. This is how you're supposed to think. Them have in a little straight jacket. You're supposed to think this way. And if you're not think that way, you're an idiot. Or you don't have no sense. So if you ask a question, like last week when me asked a question, say, how is it that Moses is supposed to write the 5 books of the Bible, yet still Moses is talking in third person? I want somebody to answer me that. There's no way I'm going to write something, my autobiography, and write myself in there as the third person like I was not experiencing it. That is a valid question to a child. And as I said before, I ask a question when children ask, because I realize when children ask question, if them get the right answer, it work out a certain way in them consciousness, because it make them know go search deeper. If them get the wrong answer, them become like zombies and puppets. And then when them grow big now, it's a rebellion. Because them come say, but look how them that tell we lie. Like me as or no. A pure lie, then they tell we. Them still a tell we lie. And we come find out say a lie them a tell. Because when we did a little picture, we never know say a lie them a tell. Because even the people them who tell a lie don't know say a lie them a tell. That is how deep the thing is. Because this liar come from centuries of liars. And them keep the lie floating by showing you more things that make attract your subliminal thoughts. And then put the thing inside of it and put the lies, and the lies them look like truth. So when you hear the truth sound like lie. Most of the things them what we know is lie. Most of the things them that we come to believe is lie. And we are talking about like millions of things, whether political, social, sexual, religion. Most of the things them that we hold fast to as truth is lie. It comes from a group of people that is there to manipulate history, manipulate culture, manipulate social order, manipulate political order, manipulate sexual order, manipulate God thinking, manipulate spirituality and religion, and give us what them want to give us. Make them feel say, make we feel say what them say is the truth. And if we go circumvent it, is either we go get ton madman or our own people shun we, disregard we, and say, boy, right now, foolishness in attack. Where get them foolishness there from? And guess what? The man, they don't tell you the foolishness already. Him don't tell you foolishness already. You have the foolishness in your head for years, hundreds of years, thousands of years, you have the foolishness in your head. And you not say a foolishness because you don't want God know nothing else more than what him tell you. So when you hear a man come down and tell you, say, but 1 and 1 and 2, you know. And 2 and 2 and 4, and him keep going on and say, but hold on, but you have something well lower than all 0, you know. Come on and tell you, say, boy, a man feed 5,000 people with 4 fish and 12 barley loaf. And you say, how's that possible? Him say, well, watch you now. It's supernatural thing that, you know, that is thing where you can't even question that. That is beyond your comprehension. And I say, but wait, or beyond my comprehension, what is it? What's the purpose of it? Why am I shown something that do have no significance and relevance to the reality of my life? Why am I being told that a man feed 5,000 people with 4 fish and 12 volleyball or whatsoever and feed them with? Why am I being told that in my life? Why should I now accept that as a real situation? Because if the man, it come to me and show me, say, look here, this is a metaphor for something. This is a figuratively speaking. I'm trying to show you something mythologically. And the myth is there to make you grasp a certain understanding that is in the human comprehension. But I'm using flavors and different things to make you more understandable of what I am trying to say. But them don't do it that way. Them say this is history, this is a real thing, and that's how it go. And if you think something different, you're something else other than where you is. And them have matter in them eye and can't see it. Because the matter is so thick, it close them eye. So them think without understanding. And them accept without knowing. Because the belief is what them grab with continuously. Them all with a belief system. And them grind it in a way. And pump it in a way. The way we eat, the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we dress, the way we angle with women, the way we angle with brethren and sistren, the way we angle with cultural experiences that is indigenous to we, the way we look on the world, the way we don't look on the world, the way how we look on things that we don't know about and accept it as things that we're supposed to be. It's a terrible thing them have we inner. Especially black people. Especially black people. Black people, they're way over there, so. And them supposed to over here, so. And when him hear about himself, him deny himself. You ever talk about Peter deny Christ 3 times? Black people deny themselves 400 times in a 400 years. Black people deny themselves 400 times in a 400 years. And I carry weight upon them shoulder. And believe them in a slavery still.
So we say the coming up now of America and where America is today. And you hear the man talk about slavery. And them start with history of slavery like this how it start. When we know, say, thousands of years before in the Greek or anything like that, there were African people living in institutions, having them laws and all them things there. But the reality of it is that this is not the time now for say you don't know. Because there's so much information given right now that if you really say you don't know, trust me, it's a terrible thing right now at this time you have to say you don't know. Because them want us to believe that because of them raping and robbing and pillaging them, the land and the people, and how we stay now at the bottom is also was all the while. But if we only knew what we knew now, if we didn't only knew it then, it would have been a different aspect of life. And that is where we really want the people them to understand. We want the people them to understand, say, slavery is not African history. Slavery is not African history. And before they came to Africa, your foreparents have had institutions, scientific, economic, social, political, families. The families were intact. You might hear him always use this phrase, it takes a village to raise a child. That's an African proverb. It takes a village to raise a child. We lose all of that. That is why it's we are going here so now. We are going here so now. When we look on it, and then we see them have the wealth. You wonder how them get wealthy. How did America become the wealthiest country on earth? Where did they get their wealth from, or how did they get their wealth? Michael Moore said they tried to wipe out a whole group of people and then use a next group of people as slaves to build the country. What him talking about? Him talking about the so-called Native Americans, who the Europeans come to America and say, and try to wipe them out under the name of them religion, searching for land from Europe. They did have to run from Europe. Religious persecution brought them into America, so-called. And them tried to wipe out that group of people. And in trying to wipe them out, they brought in a next group of people and enslaved the people them. But we know and we understand that even though America behave and go on like say everything is donkey-do, and we had a black president and all these things, we know that there's an underlying thing that is soon will flare up. And then we're going to wonder if it's the great America that, or if it's a third world country. Because you know, according to that statistics, America is the worst first world country. I want to hear me say, I know me say, statistics say that America is the worst first world country. And America has done so much thing because the people in America, we see them white, it's Europe them come from. As we are telling you a while ago, these so-called pilgrims who was running from religious persecution in Europe, in England, came over and see the Native American them and try to wipe them out. And then them end up and try look independence from England and fight with them called a civil war. And the North and the South move against one another. And then them start now the Confederation down at the bottom. And them get the Confederate flag. Well, we see the flag come back in light again. And then we see this president, Donald Trump, this president who is very white and is trying to make America white again. America never stopped being white. It's just that them cloud it up and cloud up a whole heap of black people face. And make black people feel say, yeah, things are going halfway. But we know. So the dragon is still alive. A lot of people hear about the liberty and justice of America. Most people recognize America as a free country, very democratic, and is in justice. But black people, over the years, as a collective force, as a collective group, never get no justice in America and still is part of that unjust system. So we continue. That statue of liberty. And when I was going to school, I thought that the Spaniards and the so-called Arawak, as we were told they were called, was having a conversation about land and all these things. But as a little youth, I never ever thinking in my mind about wait. The Spaniards never know the language of the Tainos. Now the Tainos know the language of the Spaniards, so them couldn't have a conversation. What transpired was these men have guns and bayonets, and the indigenous people of this part of the world had fruits to give. And they were slaughtered because of their look. These Spaniards thought that they would be killed because they were looking like, according to their eyes, savages. without the heart of God in them, Jesus Christ. So they came with them guns and them bayonets to civilize a people who was here living according to how people should live, in tune with nature, having them rituals and them different ideas of society and how society should be, and their institutions. And Christopher Columbus, in his quest for finding gold, he never find none, but he carry back some of the natives to Spain. And he eventually make some more voyages, and him end up in a Jamaica, Cuba, all of these little islands, and find himself in it. Land up on the shores of Massachusetts in America. And what transpired is not something that neither the Tainos, nor the Native Americans, nor the Africans who came after would want to record in their history book as something that was wonderful and beautiful and what was a great part of their history. The atrocities that was placed on these people is still embedded in the soil of these land, these captured land. And Christopher Columbus, after all of that, never find a goal. And there was a time when them decide that them going to send some of these people to look for gold, and anybody who never come home with gold, them would chop off them wrists. Chop off them wrists. Or them foot. Down at the foot part there. Them would chop it off if you don't find a gold. And them still never find a gold. And thousands, if not millions, of Tainos was here when Christopher Columbus came. And when Columbus leave, there was a couple hundred. Christopher Columbus devastated this part of the world. Disease that these people never know was introduced to them in the land. The Tainos were murdered, raped, and all sorts of disease take them over. And when Christopher Columbus leave and went back to Spain, eventually, Christopher Columbus was arrested and imprisoned. Did we hear that in the history books? Yes, I hear that in my history book. I don't know about your history book. Christopher Columbus was imprisoned in Spain. He was not a national hero in Spain. He was not a person that Spaniards were taught in their history book to look up to. He was one of the most cruel and evilest person that ever come across this part of the earth. Christopher Columbus. We want you to remember what them teach you in history class when it come on to this part of the world. Because Christopher Columbus thought that he was in India. And logically, because he was traveling west, obviously it was the west of India. So therefore the people who was on the land, who was not Indians, was called West Indians. No, think about it. The Tainos was here first. Think about it. We come, the English take over the land from the Spaniards. Kill off some Spaniards and take over the land. Capture land again. White people are kill white people for take well land where it's not for them own. Them still a do it. Jamaica was first occupied according to their history, because we can't even go back farther than that too, because the Taínos was here. Jamaica was occupied by the Spaniards who come and rape and kill the Taínos. Some white people from England kill off some Spaniards where they left here so. When Christopher Columbus gone back to Spain, him left a whole heap of them here so for build up villages and all them something there. The English come and kill them, murder them and murder the other little Taínos where they are and capture the land. So, thief from thief. My mother used to say thief from thief and God laugh. So here are some people who thief the land from the Taínos, and here are some other people come thief the land from them. And them come back, come thief the land from the said people, and the people them come back, come thief the land again. Now imagine this. We don't have to imagine it. Check this. The man make a mistake. How much years ago this happened? 1492? Let me say? 1492. How much years that? I love enough years that. The man make a mistake. And the mistake is repeated over and over and over and over and over and over. And over and over and over, and it's not an over me I talk about, it's over and over and over. The mistake is repeated through the centuries. So you know what happened now? The lie and the mistake become true. The Africans them who come here was never exempted from the label of Indian. So we use African automatically because we land over here to become Indian. We are West Indian according to the mistake. But we never know so it was a mistake. Because it come 300, 400, 500 years. It follow the trail, come right through. And we're there so now. Most of it is not Taínos. Most of it come from Africa on some slave ship and reach over here so. And them call we West Indian. And we name it up. And we don't ever push up finger in our mouth and vomit it out back. We name it up and put drink water and make it digest in a way. And we become West Indian. You can't go tell most Jamaican. I mean, I can't go tell them because you will tell them. Most Jamaican in a Jamaica, if you tell them, say them are African, it's like you tell them, say them are dirty dog. If you tell them, say them are African, them say, look here, me no Rasta, no bring no dirty Rasta foolishness to me. Me no African, me a Jamaican, me a West Indian, me born in the West Indies. How the hell we reach that? How we reach that? We reach that because some people who have the power manipulate history and write the history from their perspective, from their eyes. And we come now and gulp it down. And if you tell a youth in a Jamaica, say him is not a West Indian, him say, I am teacher, teach him that. Because the teacher them accept that as a truth, as a reality, that we are West Indians. Or we become West Indians. When it's Africa, which part of Africa, Indian, them more than Uganda, and them come there so. And remember, say, when name run out all of the Indian, them out of Uganda one at a time, them, when name again. So remember his name, but how the hell we become Indian? How the hell the Native American, the indigenous people of America become Indian? How the Aboriginal people them become Indian. How the Amerindian them in Guyana become Indian. Who gave us that label that we now can hug it up and say, we are West Indians? As a matter of fact, we have a university of the West Indies, whereas cater for West Indian people. And you come from the West Indies. I wonder if you saw me I say. May I say that when the reality leak and step in, it become the lie. And the lie because it there and beaten away, taught to us, regurgitated. We vomit it sometime and we drink about the vomit. And it become part of our life, part of our understanding of self, part of our thinking. And we call ourselves West Indian, and we don't see nothing wrong with that. No, it not change the price of bread. It not change how we walk, it not change how we talk. But guess what? It have something to do with a collective mind and how our consciousness is directed. How we direct our consciousness to ourselves. The confidence what we're supposed to have in ourselves. Get eaten, you know, like when rat are shooting pickle. And so we thinking get chew, lickle. Till the little thing, the first chewing, don't seem important. But guess what? It's a serious thing. Them have a way for torture people in a certain eastern country, you know. Them just put some water over your head, you know, and make it drip. Tip by your forehead. Tip. It's a wicked way for torture people that. Tip. And that is what them do to we now because we no wake up. We no wake up, you know. We still hear the tip in our head and I start love it. Yeah, we start love the tip. Yeah, me a West Indian. Oh, but I come in African. Me never born in Africa, but you never born in Indian either. You never born in Africa, but you never born in India. It's India the man did I go. And make a roundabout turn. He make a roundabout turn and reach on us, and you now continue now with the roundabout turn with him. And him have you at speed roll like you and king. Because I remember him say, because I never know, you know. Him say the four corners of the earth, you know. We know that the earth now have no four corners. Him never know that. But people say, well, you want to tell the four corners of the earth. I'm going to lick you from your to and make you reach the four corners. We part the corner. Show me one of the corners of them. Where the corner of the earth there. And that them do to we, you know. The peripheral thinking become the thinking. The major thinking. It starts on the periphery, on the edge. But then now it just nyam become you. So we are not ourselves. We are West Indians. We can't be African. We cannot be African because we never come from Africa. And furthermore, even if they come from Africa, we don't want to identify with Africa because of pure murder and death and destruction and Ebola and disease and this and that and people are starving and all them something. We don't want to identify with that. You know, see it. We want New York. It's so large, you call it 2 times. New York. With big bright lights and this and that and tear up jeans and fingernail push down out there. So terrible. It's terrible. We're in a serious position. But you know, same like how the slave mill grind slow according to my brethren, Damien, it's same way the consciousness of a mill we are grind slow too. But guess what? Sure, we confident in that the mill are grind, the confidence mill are grind and it are grind slow. We confident that the race is not for the swift, but it's to endure to the end. And we're going to endure because logic says we're not supposed to be here after 400 years, after the whole heap of cruelty that them put on way. We weren't supposed to be here, but we're there still. And if we're there still, tomorrow we're going to be here. We're going to be here tomorrow. And we're there still because our liberation and our freedom must come as African people. And no matter how it look now,
No matter how the thing look away, we say we're confident in the victory of good over evil. Haile Selassie said that many, many years ago. We confident in the victory of good over evil. And the reason why you name Mr. White is because you never know, say you have a name Ukumba Lumumba, you don't want to call those names neither because you say, what kind of name that? You prefer name Mr. Brown and Mr. White. How the hell you name Mr. White are you black? Because we in Africa, when we name ourselves, when our children, when our parents name us, they name it according to your character and your personality. Sometimes they name you on the day you was born. Like when we talk about Kwame Nkrumah, you know which day Kwame Nkrumah born because Kwame is Saturday. So you say that youth was born on a Saturday. It's a scientific approach to things, you know. You name a child according to his personality. You don't look on TV and say Kardashian with a big bottom or cock out so and she have millions and you say you're going to name a picnic Kardashian. No, it's not to African people name. That's how European people make we do it. We are say it's very important that we understand how them get we caught up in a certain talking and certain ways to look on things. For them logics is not necessarily the logics of the world. It's the logics according to their definition of themselves. We must find the logic that define we as a people, as African people. And it is very important now that we understand how important it is to claim that part away. That Africanness, that part away. Because soon, trust me, the way them I set the thing now, it crisscross. It crisscross. That only them can identify themselves. Look more, we can identify ourselves. We still can identify ourselves now. Look on the TV. You ever see the people that read news on TV? I say, oh, it's what make down them people there. What the hell them are use on them face? Why is it that them look so? You tell me say so much shine upon them face that when them come on TV, them have to look so. Then when white people up on TV, them look so because them done white already, them fit into the camera. There are ways to light black people on the camera that these camera people don't know because they never go to school where studies say black people must not look like white people on television. Black people must look like black people and white people must look like white people. And there's ways to do it. But them never study that. African people is African people. It's just simple. China people don't look like white people on TV. And no matter, them cannot look like white people. Them face round differently. And if them stand up and you look behind them, you don't see nothing. And them usually short. I go to Africa and see some pygmy. Them call them, hey, when them, hey, you wouldn't believe how big people them, you know. I'm not talking about freak of nature, you know. Like some people you see on TV, you know, we have this. The little short people who are going with them antics in America and them come. We're talking about real people in Africa. And some little man and some little woman. When you see them look like picnic. You look like a whip of picnic around up along the yard. But them is people, big people. You understand? Not freak of nature. What we have done as a freak of nature, because black people don't want to say them African. It's a freak. It's a freak if a black person come out in a yard and have him fingernail stretch gone out there so, and the ear a horse ear, and the bottom enough for them on, them breast enough for them on, them lipstick enough, I mean, them eyebrow enough for them on, them eyelash enough for them. That is freak of nature. Put pant up, you know, them have tear up pants, them have dress out, them have them no clothes on. Them go out dance, a light fire underneath them crutches, and do all sorts of things. That is freak of nature. But that is where we're there. We come like this and be like this because there is low self-esteem. And Marcus Garvey say, and we're going to repeat it over and over and over and over. If you have no confidence in yourself, you're twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you have won even before you have started. The words of Marcus Messiah Garvey.
We seek if we continue after we know in our history say the guy make a mistake. And after we now know and see who is Indian in a Jamaica. And we, the African stock, will come here, so not like how the Indian them come here. Because them never come here tie up on no slave ship. For them, mothers never get pregnant on slave ship. That because them never want to get the baby on the slave ship and reach us, so them throw themselves and the baby off of the ship. Them rather go down in the water. I could say a lie. I could say it's a mistake Columbus make. Columbus make a mistake. And we use the mistake to define ourselves as a people. And this boasted slave them on you, so we tell you say it don't matter. That don't make no difference. If you think you can go in a Mr. Maharaj's place and call him German or call him Indian, not Indian, sorry, call him Finnish or Swiss, him not gonna accept that. Him is an Indian. Him come from India, him parents come from India. What we are say? We are say African people have to wake up. Wake up. Because the thing start out with a lie, so it must continue with a lie. Because you can't start out with a lie and end up with truth. You can't start out with a lie and then at the bottom, because you have to go tell the next lie to redeem the first lie. That is how it go. Until somebody catch you in something, it's like you have to go find something else, you go justify the next something and justify the next something. The only thing is that when you tell a lie to somebody, most of the time the person don't know it's a lie. You know, see it? So true don't know it's a lie. In order to amplify what you did that say in the beginning, that him can more believe you more, you tell a next lie. And a next lie and a next lie. But it's still a lie. You keep on, even if him catch you or not, it's still a lie you tell. But him don't know it's a lie. So it's we that I stop the lie where we never know it's a lie. But here we know. We get more conscious of our surroundings. We have books and we can read them English language. We can read about them history and ours. And we fools if we have all of these information in front of us and still refuse to dig into it and believe all sorts of madness. Because belief cannot inspire you to reality. It is information that causes inspiration. And the less information you have, you're going to turn to ridiculous thinking, superstitious thinking. And when you put it down, you came say that is inspiration. The greatest people, the people who have inspired people more is people who have information. Not people who just go along and sit down and say, yes, this might be that and believe this and believe that. No. Inspiration comes from information. And if you don't have the information, it's going to lead you to superstition. So most of it gone into some superstitious belief system and create a sort of illusion. And when them give you for them reality, it become our reality now. And we start to amplify their reality with madness. Because we don't have the information, we start to now deal with superstition and add superstition upon the belief and superstition upon the more belief and the more belief. And then we turn out like damn idiots. And we can't get nowhere. Because we don't recognize that it's a lie. It's a lie them tell we. For years we tell them man we on this lie.